Joe Biden has called off his highly anticipated visit to Australia, undoing a mountain of effort and expense put into preparations to welcome him down under. Sydney was set to take centre stage for the US president's visit next week. His high-level meeting with Anthony Albanese and the leaders of Japan and India has now been scrapped. The cancellation, a major blow to our Prime Minister to show off Sydney on the world stage.
Sydney was set to sparkle, months of meticulous planning to welcome one of the world's most powerful leaders. US cargo planes had already arrived with the president's helicopter, motorcade and security detail. Air Force One, though, won't be coming. Joe Biden ringing Anthony Albanese at 4:30 this morning.
He expressed very much his disappointment at being unable to come to Sydney.
Domestic politics superseding foreign affairs. The US president's locked in negotiations with Congress to raise the limit on federal borrowing.
To make sure that America does not default on its debt for the first time in history.
The debt deadlock has to be resolved by June 1.
Why are they waiting till the midnight hour? Why is the president's known about this date too?
Cancellation was a possibility, but even until last night, the federal government was confident the trip would go ahead, sending the Prime Minister back to the drawing board today. The last Quad meeting was in Japan a year ago, immediately after Anthony Albanese was sworn in.
If you fall asleep while you're here, it's okay. Because I don't know how you're doing it.
The Prime Ministers of Australia, Japan and India considered going ahead next Wednesday with a senior US official standing in, but decided when it comes to discussing regional tensions and China's ambitions.
The Quad is an important body and we want to make sure that it occurs at leadership level.
The meeting officially cancelled, but all four leaders will be in Hiroshima this weekend for the G7. They're now hoping to organise a sit-down on the sidelines. It's been almost a decade since a US president visited Australia. Joe Biden would have been the first to address federal parliament here in Canberra since 2011. He says he still hopes to make a trip down under soon. The Prime Minister accepting an invitation to the White House later this year. Chloe Boris for 10 News First.